This is your daily dose of ethics with Antonia Speck. We will be covering commandments 2, 3 and 4 today. The second commandment, do not make for yourself images. Exodus 20 verse 4 says, you shall not make for yourself an idol, whether in the form of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is on the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. The third commandment, do not take the Lord's name in vain. Don't take oaths or make promises that you have no intention to keep. Don't perjure yourself or lie under oath, including in court. Also statements like, oh my God, OMG, should be discouraged and avoided altogether. God and the Trinity, Jesus and the Holy Spirit, and His name is holy and should be treated as such. We now move to the fourth commandment, observe the Sabbath and keep it holy. We are going to go into this one in quite some detail. God rested on the seventh day and blessed it and hallowed it, because in it He had ceased from all the work. If you have any further doubt regarding the importance of the Sabbath to you and God, consider that it appears 143 times in the Bible. Consider also that God gave just 10 commandments, and that one of these is to observe the Sabbath and keep it holy. God and you will find and prepare enough on the day before the chosen holy day. Do all your shopping and preparations on Saturday so that you can keep Sunday holy. You can work 6 days a week, but not 7. So too for your employees and servants. God will provide for you sufficiently in or on the 6th or 6 days. Employers must always allow their workers to have the Sabbath off where practically possible, and allow them feast religious days of obligation as well. Where not possible, allowance should at least be made for Saturdays to be off, and in the alternate Sundays. There are many practical examples of companies that have closed on Sundays and have had many benefits, some of which include the ability to attract more and better staff, the ability to retain staff, reduction of average rates of pay due to legislated pay rates on Sundays. Employees are fresher on Monday, and to a lesser degree also the rest of the week. It can strengthen the family and community. For some examples of companies that have benefited from closing on Sundays, there will be a link in the comments below. Historically, biblically, God also assured that food prepared on the day before the holy day would be kept fresh and would not spoil. The Sabbath day is for everybody and everything, including beasts of burden, ox, donkey, horse, elephant, and dog, etc. The holy day is also a day for reflection. Leviticus 16 verse 31 tells us, you must afflict your souls and sanctify yourselves. There is also a heavy penalty. For whosoever does any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. And this one, most South Africans may have a problem with. Exodus 35 verse 3. You shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. This means not only braaiing, barbecuing, but also any cooking. I'm sure the wives will enjoy that one. The work stipulation is, at least contextually, absolute. Leviticus 23:3. You shall do no manner of work on the Sabbath in all your dwellings. How long is the Sabbath? Leviticus 23 verse 32 tells us, from evening to evening, from sunset to sunset, for 24 hours. So for most Christians, this means from Saturday sunset to Sunday sunset. And one shall make a sacrifice on the Sabbath and keep it holy. So do nothing that makes it unholy either for yourself or anyone or anything else. Ezekiel 20 verse 16. Because they rejected my ordinances and walked not in my statutes and profaned my Sabbaths, for their heart went after their idols. How many of us watch sport or attend sport on a Sunday to follow after our sports idols? Ezekiel 22 verse 26. And have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths. I repeat this one, Ezekiel 22:26, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths. We foo-foo the importance of the Sabbath in the modern day, but here we are specifically reminded not to do so. Respecting the Sabbath is respecting and fearing God. Blessing for keeping the Sabbath. Isaiah 56:2. Blessed is the man that does this, and the son of man that holds it fast, that keeps the Sabbath from profaning it, and keeps his hand from doing any evil. That was your daily dose of ethics.